power and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental. It's sweet.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, here we go. Get in the huddle.
Again, it's Mixon. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Here we go. Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways call this penalties.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now throwing it in 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now.
Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1, ready?
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
T. Higgins was the intended target,
but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 empty.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spot.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
The end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
3rd and 3.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Eagles at 500, 7-7 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Eagles nothing.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play. But somehow he's not able to corral it.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
63.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up the bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now
they're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. They'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Stop.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he'll get this to the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
On 2.
right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, hey. Stop.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey, can. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides.
After the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp.
Brings up second down.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
11 MT.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Under pressure, they got him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Good footwork at the 30.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
12. Stop.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.